Students, last time we have an introduction of 16 Mahajanpads in which we talk about the political structure of 16 Mahajanpad. Okay, what were the circumstances that give rise for the formation of Janpad to Mahajanpad? So today we start from the map work in which we will focus on 16th Mahajanpad. Okay, the location, annexation of these Mahajanpad, and then how Magad was one of the Mahajanpad emerged as a powerful kingdom. So first of all, have a look at this map. Okay, the last civilization, especially we are talking about Harappa civilization, it was located in the bank of the river Indus and its tributaries, whereas now the paradigm shifted toward the east. The center of civilization, okay, shift toward the Gangetic plain, the Ganga river and its tributaries. Now come to the Mahajanpad sites. Okay, so first we go through the Kashi. Here you can see Kashi. It is a region around Varanasi. It has predominant position among 16 Mahajanpads. There were frequent dispute between Kashi and Koshal. Okay, here you can see the king Brahmadatta of Kashi. It attacked Koshal and defeated King Dighiti. Then after it start retaliation, invasion of Kashi by the Koshal, and ultimately you can see Kashi was incorporated with Koshal. When we talk about Kashi, Kashi also became a center of learning after Takshila. So the teacher of Kashi became famous and the school attracted a very large number of students. So here Koshal, okay, roughly corresponds to modern Awadh in UP. Its capital was, here you can see, Shravasti. Okay, here the king Prasenjit of Koshal was Buddha contemporary. He was highly educated and received education from Takshila. Prasenjit further elevated his status and position by a matrimonial alliance with Magad. In fact, his sister was married to Bimbisar, the king of Magad, and Kashi was given to him as a dowry. However, a dispute with Ajasatru, son of Bimbisar, through another wife, okay, soon led to the discord, and then Ajasatru put his father to death, where Kosla Devi, okay, the sister of Prasenjit died due to grief. Okay, Prasenjit in retaliation confiscated Kashi. So a war broke between whom? Between Magad and Koshal. Okay, however, the conflict finally ended with an agreement. You can see Prasenjit's daughter Vajira married to Ajasatru and Kashi was given as a gift to the bride. Okay, so there was a time of insecurity in Koshal and ultimately Koshal was also merged into Magad. Here comes Ang. Okay, the capital was Champa. It covered the modern district of Munger and Bhagalpur of Bihar. Okay, it was later annexed to Magad in the time of Bimbisar. The another Mahajanpad was Vajji or Vriji, which is capital, you can see Vaishali, which is in Bihar, was under a form of government known as Gand or Sangh. So, okay, it was the term for the republic. So in a Gand or a Sangh there was not one but many rulers. Sometimes even when thousands of men ruled together, okay, each one was known as Raja. So here you can see the Vajjiyans were composed of several confederated clans, about 8, of whom the Lichvi, the Vide came into prominence. Okay, so there was a republic state of Mal. Okay, it had two divisions. One was Kushinara or Kushinagar, which was the capital of this division, and other was Pawa. So it is identified with the present day of Gorakhpur, UP. Okay, then here you can see Chedi. Okay, if you talk about the present location, it is at Bundelkhand division of Madhya Pradesh. and the capital was Suktimati or Sottiwati. Okay, this site Kuru was an old settlement that transformed into Mahajanpad. And when we talk about the present location, it is in Delhi and Meerut district. The capital of Kuru was Indraprasth. Okay, and then the Kuru did not occupy the same position as they did in the Vedic period. So here comes Panchal. Okay, the Kuru and the Panchals, which were mentioned in the epic Mahabharat. Okay, when we talk about Draupadi, to whom the Kuru princes were married, belonged from this region. Okay, its capital was the famous site of Ahichhatra in present day Bareilly district. Okay, then we talk about the location. It is located in the western Uttar Pradesh, Rohilkhand division, and the another important cities was Kampilya. Here comes Matsya. Okay, this Mahajanpad corresponded roughly to the former state of Jaipur in Rajasthan, and the capital was Virat Nagar. Here comes the Vats, was located around the present day Allahabad, and the capital was located at Kaushambi. If we talk about the Mahajanpad, followed the monarchical form of government. The kingdom was one of the 16 Mahajanpad. This was an important city for trade and business scenario. And when we talk about after the rise of Udayan, the ruler of Mahajanpad, okay, he made Buddhism a state religion. Then he strengthened his position by entering into matrimonial alliances with Avanti, Ang and Magad. And after his death, Vats was annexed to the Avanti kingdom. So here is Avanti. Okay, it is located in the territory of Malwa at present Madhya Pradesh. So you can see around 600 BC the Avanti capital was Mahismati. Okay, but it was soon moved to Ujjaini. Okay, Ujjaini, which is now Ujjain. So the most important ruler here was Pradyodh. He became popular by marrying the daughter of Udayan. Marrying his daughter to Udayan. Okay, who was the ruler of Vats Kaushambi. Pradyodh was given the nickname of Chand on account of his ferocity. He was called Chand Pradyodh. Okay, he patronized Buddhism. The successor of Pradyodh were weak, and later this kingdom was taken over by the ruler of Magad. So here Sursen, it is located in UP and the capital was Mathura. Okay. So here comes Asmak, okay, or Asag. It is located in Dakshinapant or southern India. It's included the area in the present day Andhra Pradesh, Telangana and Maharashtra. When we talk about these Asags, were located on the bank of river Godavari. Okay, the only Mahajanpad that is located in south, and the capital of Asmak was Potan or Pote. So here comes the Gandhar. Okay, the state belonged to Kashmir and Takshila. Its capital was Takshila, and another important cities was Pushkalavati. Okay, if we talk about this Takshila, which was famous seat of learning where scholars came all over the world. And then comes Kamboj. Okay, it was believed to have consisted the area around the Hindu Kush. Okay, and when we talk about the capital was Rajapura, the modern Rajouri in the southwest of Kashmir. Then at last comes Magad, okay, located at the district of Patna and Gaya of Bihar. Its earlier capital was Grivraj or Rajgriha. Okay, the earliest dynasty was founded by Brihadat, but Magad came into prominence under Bimbisar and Ajat Shatru. Here you see it became so powerful that one by one all other neighboring states were merged into it. तो हम देखते हैं कि 6th सेंचुरी BC में, ठीक है, जिन 4 महत्वपूर्ण राज्यों ने प्रसिद्धि प्राप्त की वो है मगध, है ना, यहाँ पे आप देखते हैं अवंती, वत्स, कौशल और मगध. ठीक है। फिर हम देखते हैं कि हर्यंक वंश, ठीक है, एक ऐसा वंश था जिसकी स्थापना बृहदत्त ने की थी, लेकिन इसकी वास्तविक स्थापना बिंबिसार ने की थी, ठीक है। फिर हम बात करते हैं संयोग से महाभारत में वर्णित प्रसिद्ध राज्य, जैसे हमने कुरु, पंचाल, काशी और मत्स्य के बारे में पढ़ा है, इस काल में भी थे और उनकी गिनती अब एक छोटी शक्तियों के रूप में होती थी। तो अवंती का शासक प्रद्योत, ठीक है, एक शक्तिशाली शासक था। इससे अजातशत्रु भी भय खाता था। उसने अपनी पुत्री वासवदत्ता का विवाह किससे किया? वस, ओके, वस कौशंबी के शासक उदयन से किया, ठीक है। और अगर हम वत्स की बात करते हैं, वत्स के शासक उदयन ने अपने साम्राज्य को सुदृढ़ करने के लिए मगध, अंग, ओके, और अवंती के साथ वैवाहिक संबंध स्थापित किए, मैट्रिमोनियल अलायंसेस। लेकिन जब हम उसके उत्तराधिकारी की बात करते हैं तो वो क्या थे? वो दुर्बल थे, जो क्या कर सके, जिसके पश्चात आप देखते हैं वत्स का विलय किस में हो जाता है? अवंती में हो जाता है, ठीक है। जो फिर 4th सेंचुरी BC में मगध के शासक शिशुनाग ने अवंती को ध्वस्त कर अवंती का विलय मगध में कर दिया। कौशल का शासक प्रसेनजीत ने अपनी बहन कौशल देवी का विवाह बिंबिसार से किया, ठीक है, और दहेज में उसको काशी का क्षेत्र दिया। अजातशत्रु ने अपने पिता बिंबिसार की हत्या कर दी, ठीक है, और इस दुख और पीड़ा को कौशल देवी सहन नहीं कर पाई, जिससे उसकी मृत्यु हो गई। और उसमें प्रसेनजीत ने बदले में काशी के क्षेत्र पर कब्जा कर लिया, जिससे कौशल और मगध के बीच संघर्ष की स्थिति उत्पन्न हो गई। दोनों के बीच दीर्घकालिक संघर्ष चला, जिसका कोई परिणाम नहीं निकला। अंत में प्रसेनजीत ने अपनी पुत्री वजीरा का विवाह अजातशत्रु से कर दिया, उसे काशी का वो क्षेत्र दे दिया, जिसके बाद आप देखते हैं मगध उत्तर भारत का सबसे शक्तिशाली राज्य बन गया। अजातशत्रु की मृत्यु के बाद उसका पुत्र उदयन आया, ठीक है। उसी ने मगध की राजधानी राजगृह से पाटलिपुत्र स्थानांतरित की। उदयन तथा उसके उत्तराधिकारी प्रशासन तथा राजकाज के काम में असफल रहे। इसके बाद शिशुनाग वंश का उदय हुआ। शिशुनाग का पुत्र कालाशोक के बाद महापद्मनंद, ठीक है, महापद्मनंद नाम का व्यक्ति सत्ता पर बैठा। उसने मगध की श्रेष्ठता को और ऊंचाई प्रदान किया। तो आप देखते हैं कि महाजनपद का सबसे बड़ा साम्राज्य मगध का था। So here we comes that the causes of the Magad rise. So here you can see political factors, geographical factor, economic factor and cultural factor that were responsible for the rise of Magad. As we talk about the political factor, it was a combined task of all ambitious ruler, okay, through all means fair and foul. If we talk about, we have already discussed this, that how Bimbisar and Ajatashatru, they consolidated their empire, okay, into a kingdom, and you can see merge of the powerful Janpad or Mahajanpad into Magad, okay. So they maintain use of elephant. So they maintained a strong army, and in which they used first time elephant, okay. So then comes the another factor was the geographical factor. You can see advantageous geographical with iron rich area, which enable them to have strong tools and weapons, okay. And when we talk about the strategic location of the capital, especially the Rajgriha and the Patliputra. So Rajgriha, which was surrounded by 5 hills and provided a natural fort, okay. So later the capital Patliputra occupied a pivotal position in the commanding communication to all sided. You see, these were surrounded by 3 rivers, Ganga, Son, Punpun. It made Patliputra invulnerable because of being surrounded by rivers on almost 3 sides. Then we talk about the economic factor here. So you can see the fertile Gangetic plain, okay, led to the surplus agricultural production and rise of cities and effective taxation system. Then development of trade and commerce helped to accumulate wealth, okay. Then here comes the cultural factor that was responsible for the rise of